Research has highlighted the social harms that stem from big data algorithms. Accordingly, researchers, activists, and legislators have begun to chart ethical frameworks to direct the development of such algorithms. But literature on AI ethics tends to examine the subject through philosophical, legal, or technical perspectives, largely neglecting the empirical, socio-cultural ones. This literature also overwhelmingly focuses on algorithmic production in the United States. Our paper aims to fill these gaps by focusing on how Israeli data scientists understand, interpret, and depict algorithmic ethics. After all, algorithms are cultural products that stem from specific socio-technical contexts. Hence, AI ethics are more than an outcome of formal guidelines or regulations. They are deeply tied to the values of those who design them and to their particular professional, organizational, and cultural backgrounds. And so, we ask, which ideologies, discourses, and worldviews construct algorithmic ethics? And what cultural processes affect their creation and implementation? Using a pragmatic sociological analysis, and based on 60 semi-structured interviews with Israeli data scientists, this paper examines the specific moral logics through which they construct their algorithmic ethics. Our findings point to three central moral logics. The first moral logic treats ethics as an inherent feature of the self, as a personal trait that individuals either possess or lack. We show that this moral logic poses a heavy burden on individuals, and as such, its potential to translate into organized political action is extremely limited. The second moral logic sees the discussion of AI ethics as a hindrance to technological progress. According to this view, data science's primary duty is to promote new technologies, despite potential social ramifications. Hence, the only viable ethics this regime can acknowledge is work ethics, as technological production is seen as inherently ahead of its time. In the third moral logic, algorithmic ethics are seen as attainable only when they are commodifiable and are protected by a commercial company. Here, a restrictive moral regime can only be imagined when it is governed by the rules of the market. In the full paper, we show that while data science is a nascent profession, these three moral logics in fact stem from the techno-libertarian culture of its parent profession, engineering. But while our findings echo other recent studies on tech ethics, they can also be explained through their particular national context, namely Israelis' general disregard for privacy, the link between the Israeli tech scene and the Israeli military, or Israeli techies' long-time refrain from unionizing. Thus, this paper offers to see algorithmic ethics in a contextualized, culture-specific perspective, one that focuses on how data scientists practically construct their ethics, while taking into account their professional, organizational, and national contexts.